the NAACP supports EAP efforts to implement the Clean Air Act. My name is Kiera K. Curry. I'm a senior at Snyder High School, a member of Fort Wayne Urban League, Project Ready class of 2012-2013. By the year 2020, the EPA estimates that the Clean Air Act will result in more than 17 million fewer lost work days per year due to illnesses caused by air pollution, as well as almost 5.5 million fewer lost school days for American children. The graph shows the number of days on which the AQI values were greater than 100 during 2002 and 2010 in selected cities. Since the enactment of the Clean Air Act, the 6 most common air pollutants have decreased by more than 50%. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency predicts that if it allows to pursue regulations under the Clean Air Act, it will be able to prevent over 230,000 early deaths annually by the year 2020. An African American making $50,000 per year is more likely to live in an area cited for bad air pollution than a white American making $15,000 per year. Sadly, and despite decades of rules and regulations and talks of environmental justice, disparities still exist in terms of who is currently affected by bad air. Arsenic, lead, mercury, and other pollutants are spewed daily from various industrial facilities such as incinerators, power plants, factories, etc., putting people at risk across the country. A Clean Air Task Force report on power plant pollution found that emissions from all power plants in the U.S. are responsible for 30,000 premature deaths, 7,000 asthma-related emergency room visits, and 18,000 cases of chronic bronchitis each year. The result is that racial and ethnic minorities pay a greater price in the negative side effects of breathing bad air, including increased health expenses, more lost days of work and school, and diminished opportunities for lead-exposed kids who have learning challenges. Sadly, and despite these figures, there are some extremist members of Congress who want to curb EPA efforts to fully implement the Clean Air Act. More than a dozen bills or amendments have been introduced or considered which would weaken, repeal the EPA's ability to issue rules or regulations to clean the dangerous air pollutants, including mercury, arsenic, smog, carbon dioxide, and coal ash, to name a few. Being the NAACP Vice President, I will continue not only to fight for civil rights, but environmental rights by working with EPA, Indiana state legislators, Fort Wayne Urban League, and like-minded organizations to reduce the eventual eliminate and destructive impact these pollutants are having on racial and ethnic minorities communities. By not doing so, premature deaths, asthma-related emergency room visits, and cases of bronchitis will increase at an alarming annual rate.